Queen of Sankofa, and we're going to light all of the candles. But if we were at home with our children, talking with our family, we're just going to light Umoja and then Kujichagulia, and we're going to discuss how do we practice Kujichagulia in our family.
That's right.
Okay.
You take one candle a night if you're at home, and that's what you're doing the whole week.
That's right. Santi, Dr. Karenga.
If you got an organization, then you're coming right back to the same place. You do one at a time. But if you're just doing one spot, then it's all up.
Santi, Santi, Dr. Karenga.
Santi, Dr. Karenga. So we'll light this first candle, which is Umoja. Santi, Santi. Santi, say what you both are.
Now notice, Tulivu doesn't have a cigarette lighter. That's a no-no for a couple of reasons. Try to stay as natural as we can. You know what I mean? I don't want you to have a fire split with a match of do. Not rubbing two rocks, but a match of do. Natural as you can. Go on.
Santi, Santi, Dr. Karenga.
Yeah,
Santi,
caught
Santi.
up.
Okay. We light this candle for Umoja, unity.
Umoja, unity.
To strive for and maintain.
To strive for and maintain.
Unity in the family.
Unity in the family.
Community.
Community.
Nation.
Nation.
And race.
And race. Asante Sana Saber Tulivu. So Asante everyone, Saber Tulivu has lit the black candle for us, which represents unity. As we all know, unity in the family, community, nation, and race. And as Dr. Karenga said, this is a foundational principle. Oh, it's here. Thank you so much. It's a foundational principle, right? That's the first principle, not by coincidence, but by conscious planning, that without unity in our family, community, nation, race, all these other principles will suffer. So this is the foundational. Again, people say, well, how do you practice Kwanzaa? And one of the beautiful things about this principle of unity is we reach out to people to reestablish the relationships. You know, we all have doing too many things, right? And so reach out to people during Kwanzaa and say, hey, I haven't talked to you, Suzette, in forever. And so we got to get together. We got to talk, reinforce our relationships with each other. In the family level, on the community level. There are community organizations that you probably have visited, been part of. Reach back out to those organizations. And then Pan-African unity. How can we help the continent? And generational unity. And this is an important one, going back to the question about our children. Reinforcing the relationships between our youth, middle age, and our elders. Again, practicing this principle of Umoja. Asante Sana. Asante Sana. Speaking. Asante. Moving on to the second principle, lighting the candle is our drummer, Brother Ashutu. Brother Ashutu. And speaking to the principle is, I'm sorry, let me come by the mic. So lighting the candle is our drummer, Brother Ashutu. Speaking to the principal is Megesha, the Queen of Sankofa. Tafadhali. Oh, I'm sorry. This is my head. I'm sorry. So we're going to light the red candle because we got to have struggle before we have a future. And you have your cards, sir?
Yes. And we light with the black candle because the black people are doing all this.
Right. We light the red candle for Kujichagulia, which stands for self-determination.
So when you said Kujichagulia, we want to repeat after you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Kujichagulia.
Kujichagulia.
Which stands for self-determination.
Self-determination.
To define ourselves.
To define ourselves.
To name ourselves.
To name ourselves.
To create for ourselves.
To create for ourselves.
And to speak for ourselves.
And to speak for ourselves.
I light this candle to reference that we are beautiful in every hairstyle that we choose to pick, every outfit, every lipstick, to love our body, love our lives, and love every situation. You might feel like it's a bad thing, but it is the Almighty bringing a good thing to surface for you to focus and be determined to win and make it through anything because you set forth the energy for your life. And so as we use self-determination,
Self-determination.
Kuji Chakalia, to love ourselves, to be ourselves, to honor who we are, what we have to bring to the table at all times.
Teach.
Ashe.
All right, very strong. Santi Sana. Speaking to the principle of Ujima, collective work and responsibility. We have representatives from Karas Unity Center for African Spiritual Science. We're honored to have Alaike Adewale, a member of Karas, and Reverend Nimot Ra Erica Bird, senior pastor.
Teach.
We light this candle for Ujima,
Ujima.
collective work and responsibility,
Collective work and responsibility.
to build and maintain our community
To build and maintain our community
together, and make our brothers and sisters' problems
and make our brothers and sisters' problems
our problems,
our problems
and to solve them together.
and to solve them together.
And so it is.
And so it is. All right. Ujima.
Ujima.
So
Reverend Nima,
our,
you need to speak a little bit louder for the Zoom audience.
our community is comprised of individuals who have common goals, common ideas, common principles, and that's made up of our families. The family is the basic structure that is giving us all of our values, all of our identity. And when we don't have what sometimes we have as a so-called dysfunctional family, but we don't want to use those terms, we include the community. The community is what brings us more light, brings us more hope, brings us collective ideas and support. There is an African term, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's Saruj Ta.
Yes.
Saruj Ta, which means to hear and to have empathy for one another. So when our brothers and sisters have problems, we're going to hear them, listen carefully and hear them, and then respond in a way that is the way that they are in need of. So we use those African values, and we help to solve those problems together by coming together and really understanding with our heart mind that we are one. We are one with one another. Who you are is what I am. You are because I am, and I am because you are. And so the community is a collective, and so all of us are empowered, are uplifted, because all of us have problems at one time or another. And so when we are down and feeling like there is no hope, then there's another one who is lifting us up. So we have to always be the strong, strengthened person that we are through that one presence and one power that is within each and every one of us. And so when we know ourselves to be strong through Kuji Chagalia, to define and name ourselves and to speak for ourselves, we are the ones that understand and who know ourselves. And so we can say, I am strong, I am strong. And that other person and other individual that is in need of us, then we are able to give them what they are in need. And so that community then is strengthened by all of us listening and knowing and responding to what is needed, and to help build the community in the righteous way that we're in need of. Community is so many different aspects. And so we just give thanks for these principles, and we live them to the best of that we know to do. Ashe. Oh, yes, okay, I was wondering which, okay, Santi.
Support.
Okay, very good. Santi, that's practicing the principles. Lighting the second red candle for Ujamaa Cooperative Economics is Christine White, who is a long-term sustainer of the African American Culture Center and the daughter of our honored ancestor, Nana Daima White. Speaking to the principal of Ujamaa is Brother Greg Akili, Executive Director of Downtown Crenshaw Rising, organizer for Black Lives Matter LA, and a steering committee member of the Black Community Clergy and Labor Alliance.
All right.
We light this candle for Ujamaa Cooperative Economics. To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. Ujamaa.
Second red candle. Second red candle.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Okay.
I just encourage everyone to reach out to all of those small businesses in our community, to reach out to friends and family who may be starting businesses and who are going out and striking out on their own, and support them as best as you can. Ujamaa.
Ashe. Santi Sana. Good to see you.
Everybody got it. Sanse, very quickly, I want to make one quick